Morning. We are at Fairview Hotel and Spa, and we've got Cornell Jacobs here with us today, and we are going to talk about the noise that you're hearing in the background, because something really cool is happening. It's coming, and Cornell is going to tell us all about it. So, Cornell, before we get started, let's just give us a rundown about who you are, or what you are. Because people get confused. Are you a chiropractor?
No.
Or are you a professional coach? Or are you a biokineticist?
Yeah, so I'm a biokineticist. I've been practicing since 2009, and I'm a professional coach with an honors degree in biokinetics and an honors degree in sports conditioning. So also been doing that since 2009. I coach primarily conditioning in athletics and in rugby and triathletes and triathlons, and then hurdles. I do help the primary and high schools in Tzaneen with hurdle coaching for the last 15 years.
So, because when I think about Cornell, not only my friend Cornell, but when I do the articles about the kids that are going to essays for especially hurdles, then it's always your name comes up. So I think that's where most people recognize you from, is you're the guy who takes our Tzaneen hurdlers and make them South African hurdlers.
Yeah, well, we are lucky not to have won a South African championship yet, but I have sent around about 40 children that I sent to essays over the last 15 years. Some last places, third places, second places.
But it's still essays, it doesn't matter.
Still essays.
You are competing at a national level from a very small town.
Yeah, I think with Tzaneen, especially, with the conditioning of kids and the coaching the kids have since a younger age, we are doing quite well when we perform on essays. Even sending children to essays with the qualifying times is already a massive achievement for the kids, the district, the coaches. I love it when I receive a child in high school and he tells me he was at Drakensberg and they did some athletics there, and I look at him and I see, okay, the coach has put in some great basics. That's what I want. I like hearing when primary schools come to our high school and they have you can see they have had coaching. Then my hat's always off to those coaches because it's grassroots level. That's where it starts.
And I just also, there's a big elephant in the Tzaneen room. Okay, you are not affiliated to one specific school.
No.
You work with children from every school.
Yeah, so I am in love with child development. So I like developing children into what they can be. So I started in Tzaneen actually with Unicorn. So I had like a short stint with Unicorn, helping their kids. The English community was quite good with me when I came to Tzaneen. And then it slowly moved to Large School Tzaneen, and then like I said, Drakensberg, a lot of kids, and then it went Duivelskloof, and then it went to Letsetele and Dr. Anneke, and then I started with Ben Forster, and then as the primary school kids grow up, they go to high schools, and then there was an assumption that I only do Ben Forster kids, which I don't.
Yeah.
I trained Marensky kids at Ben Forster. I trained Stanford kids at Ben Forster.
And I suppose it makes sense, right? Because it's central. It's an athletics track that you can use that's central.
Yeah.
So you also help Stanford.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to just dispel the myth, okay? because there's a myth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So where we are sitting now, you guys will probably notice behind Cornell, there's it looks like a Tiger Woods Xbox or a PlayStation game, but what is it? Where are we sitting?
We are sitting in Fairview Swing Lab, which is a business that started around about 1.5 years, 2 years ago by Bertram Thomas. It's his swing lab, and it's an awesome place for golfers, especially as the last 2 months of our rain. So golfers and friends and groups and clubs can come and enjoy indoor golfing.
Okay.
You can improve your swing here. You can play recreational here.
So you also golf?
I golf, yes. I try. That's what they say. I try and golf.
Okay, so the FitLab is situated just beneath the restaurant side itself. as you go to the golf course?
Yeah, so the FitLab is my new expedition. It's a calling that I've been wanting to do since COVID. A new gym in Tzaneen, a different gym in Tzaneen, with different views and different pathways. It's more of a fitness gym that I wanted. It's not that much of a bodybuilding gym. It's more of I want to improve the community. So it's situated between the hotel and the FitLab, and the swing lab. But it will later form part of the swing lab.
And this is the grinding and stuff that you guys are hearing in the background. And it would have opened when?
We would have opened the 2nd of February. That was the goal. So we've been working hard since September, October to get the place done. But, with 1,100 mils of rain in a month, it made it hard to do groundwork and stuff. So, and health and safety reasons. So we postponed it to hopefully the 2nd of March.
And then there's another thing that you and I spoke about briefly. It's called High Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tessa and I actually spoke to somebody through FMBC. We're looking at getting involved there as well. So what is High Rocks? Because I remember there was a fad with CrossFit. CrossFit was a major fad. Okay. And that kind of died down. And I think most of the CrossFitians, as I call them, moved over to other things like paddle and whatever else. Okay, Ironman, whatever. So what's High Rocks?
So High Rocks, it's not a new concept. It's also a type of military-based training. You'll see it a lot in the British soldiers and American, and they use it a lot. But as a sport, it developed around about 4 or 5 years ago, and it just needs the right amount of traction to get hold of. And it's now started up in Cape Town by 2 years ago in South Africa, and it made its way up. Like gym takes 2 years for something to reach this part of Limpopo.
Yeah.
And around about a year ago, I went in and did a little bit of research, went to Bryanston, Sandton, spoke to a lot of people at High Rocks gyms there. And I told my associate, I think we should introduce High Rocks. As a biokineticist, we see a lot of injuries with CrossFit people. CrossFit's not bad, but I think participants don't understand the time you need to really develop, because it's Olympic lifting sport and it's heavy lifting. So you need time. You need around about a year to perfect the overhead squat. And then especially at my previous box, people would do 3 months, then they'll start overhead squats just because the members want to. The High Rocks has no specific Olympic lifting. It's pure basic run, push, run, pull, run, carry, run, burpee. So it's very simplistic, but it's hard. But it's lots.
Sounds fun.
It's wonderful. It's very much the same as my boot camp that I've been doing for the last 15 years, but it's a step higher than the boot camp. So it's with heavier weights, but the same principle.
Okay, so at this gym that you guys are literally building from the ground up. I mean, I walked here, when I first came here, there wasn't even a proper foundation yet. So this is a new thing that's starting right from the ground up, guys. It's situated here at Fairview. It'll be the FitLab, and then we've got the Swing Lab. So for the golfers. And I get the feeling when I come here, when I look at the setup and I look at the ideas that you have, it's going to be different, obviously, because you got the High Rocks as well. But it's going to be more for people like me, right? A little bit more mature. So I don't want to go to the gym always because there's a lot of youngsters there. They crowd the place. So is this the idea that it's a different kind of setup for a more mature kind of crowd?
Yeah. So one of the biggest problems I faced when I came to Tzaneen and I worked with the youth is, you've got youth in high school, and then you've got the youth adults. So in their 20s, moving to 30s, they don't mind that much when the gym is crowded and stuff. But when you get to your late 20s and you have kids and stuff, you want to escape, if you can say that. You want to escape the noise and the kids and stuff. So I wanted to develop a gym where parents could gym, but what about the children? So I thought about creating a kids zone. So also included at the Fairview FitLab will be a kids zone, 200 square indoor outdoor kids zone where with supervision, where parents can leave their kids in safety inside the Fairview grounds, and the mom can spin gym, dad can golf, spin gym, and their kids are safe, and they can monitor their kids on our CCTV cameras and know that they're safe.
And it's all situated in the same spot.
Same spot.
Yeah.
Kids are safe indoors if it rains, outdoors if the sun's out. Yeah, so it's, and then we also included the running track, you know, for
the fun run.
Yeah, the fun run running track. It's a 3 and a 5K that we're doing. It's on Fairview grounds.
So this fun run, is it similar to? I know Park Run is a brand, the brand Park Run, but it's also a verb, right? So most people talk about, we're going for a park run. It's actually a fun run. So I know that there's one. You told me the other day. There's one that is it's a safari. Are you guys, and you guys might be like doing a bit of a collab.
Well,
the idea would be to get that, right?
Yeah, the idea is to, again, a community based. I really want to have a community base. So for me, especially with the youth, I see a lot of one of the striking things when I moved to Tzaneen was seeing how active the people here were. But everyone knows how dangerous it is to run now. So running out on the road becomes every day a little bit more dangerous,
especially for the women,
especially for the ladies, especially like for me. I used to run, you know, through to Starzy, or I would run to the bridges or Marensky, and even for me as a male, it became a little bit more dangerous. So when I walked around on Fairview grounds, we came across this amazing path that used to be here, and me and the owners spoke about it, and we developed a 3 and a 5K running route all along the Letaba, through the forest, and then back along the Letaba River. So it's a magnificent running route. Safety of Fairview grounds.
I'm turning 46 in 2 weeks, but I like to stay active. Can I just pop in at like 2 o'clock and do my quick rounds and then get the kids going, you know, after school activities and whatever? Or if I want to come quickly pop in the mornings once I've dropped the kids off, and then just pop in and do my session. Is that possible? What times? What times are you looking at?
Yeah, so the Fairview gym is totally acceptable. To make it a safe area, we are changing the entrance to Fairview. So, but if you are a member at FitLab, you can come in, drop your kids off at school, come in, do whatever you need to do. We open at 5 o'clock in the mornings and 8 o'clock at nights. And then weekends, it's 7 to 5. And then, so it's totally acceptable to everyone. Weekends will be members only, so no sign-ins on weekends, but it's totally acceptable.
Okay, so obviously, we're looking now at like March that you guys are going to happen, right? So is it going to have everything that we're used to when you walk into a gym and you see the usual, there's like you're going to have spinning classes?
Yes, we are. We have a place called the Spin Lab. For fun. So it's FitLab, Spin Lab, and Swing Lab. For one reason, as you'll see behind me with the Swing Lab, it's a lot about data capturing. It's a lot about information back to the user. That will be the same implemented into the Spin Lab. Our bikes are very expensive, but very nice bikes that give you a lot of information back. So it's got its pod, which link with your smart device, and we're looking at putting in a monitor as well, so you can see yourself and see your progression and see your fitness time, like the class, on the screen. So you have total amount of data back to you. Same thing with the FitLab. All our machines are upper class machines, very expensive machines that give you more information back as the user. So it's not just a treadmill. The treadmill talks to you. It lets you know how much you're running, how much percentage of your VO2 max you are running. It gives a lot of data, not just the treadmills, our bikes, our ellipticals, our stepper. They all are information giving machines.
Okay, so we're moving into the information age then.
Yeah.
Okay. And there'll obviously be a free weight area as well.
Yes.
And then the super exciting part for me is boot camp. So tell us about boot camp.
Well,
What is boot camp to start with? Okay.
so if you are age, we were in the age when the commando ended, but we all did military training when we were younger, and it actually ended when I was in grade 8. But you still have the rugby coaches in that idea mindset. So I grew up with that type of training. I didn't grow up with gym. The first time I gymmed was in university, and I didn't like it. I liked the whole fitness component about it. So being at university, coaching Turks rugby's conditioning, being at the Bulls, seeing how Basil Cautious conditioned the people, I liked what I saw. So I created, and then there was this adventure boot camp for women way back in 2000.
I remember this whole Joel.
Yeah, so I used a lot of their ideas and incorporated it into a system of mine where I do calisthenics with short burst intensity running. So it's like a high intermittent training and high intensity interval training. Yeah, that's the boot camp.
Okay, so I assume the advantage of having you as the guy who gives you the training is that you can also prevent an injury before it happens.
Yeah,
Because that's kind of what you do.
that's kind of what.
And then if there is an injury, I can come to you and say, listen, I don't want to lose all the gains that I've made in my fitness, especially, but I've hurt my knee or like the injury that you had. Then I can still come to you and you can give me exercises that will strengthen me again or help that I can still exercise without worsening my injury.
Yeah, so I won't say their names, but they will know who they are. So I had a few members post-COVID that, out of that slump that came to us and especially me and say they want to improve their fitness, but they can't do push-ups, or they don't know how to do lunges, or their knees hurt when they do lunges. And a lot of people have shoulder ops or knee ops. And they were first patients, and then they became clients at the boot camp. And now they are doing triathlons. They are preparing for triathlons. So seeing even the growth, not just for children, but seeing a middle-aged woman in 3 years becoming from sedentary to Ironman entry. That's what I love. That's what I do. So yeah, as a biokineticist, we do prevention is better than cure. So we try and prevent injuries, but when you get them, we're there to put you back where you were before the injury and better.
And what's the difference between what you do and a chiropractor, or not a chiropractor, what's the other one?
Physio.
A physio. What's the big difference? Because I get confused. I look at all of them and go, well, it's the same thing. This one is just like another level. And that's probably not right.
Well, if you draw a circle and you draw 3 circles and they intermix with each other, that's kind of what we are. So
you guys all work together.
we actually should be working well together. And Tzaneen, thank goodness we are working well together. It took a lot of work, but I have a great base of physios in Tzaneen. And each physio is good in their respective field that they want to do. But chiropractors are more about soft tissue and mobility, but they also can do some rehab. And then physiotherapists are mostly what we call phase 1, phase 2 rehab. That's post-surgery. If we look at orthopedic now, we look at someone that's injured or got injured or operated on. Physios are there to help with pain release and swelling, and then initiate the rehab cycle. And then usually they refer to me for more functionality. If you look at non-orthopedic, they help children with lung development. They help elderly people. Very much that's where they and us intertwine now with OTs, occupational therapists. So each one has their specific field, but each one stays in their specific field.
But you guys work together well.
We work very well. Well, me and my physios, we work well.
Okay.
We work well together.
Are you going to have personal trainers here at the FitLab?
At this moment, like I said, I wanted something different. I see no use in a client seeing a personal trainer for a year and not developing. So I am open for it to have personal trainers, but I'm changing the system, how it's going to work. I saw mistakes being made and how I wanted to make it work. So if there will be, it's not a no, but it's not a yes.
But it's also not a maybe.
It's also not a maybe. I would like clients to take responsibility for the money they spend on personal trainers. So it mustn't become a habit. They must understand there is a start and an end. There's not forever.
Is there a difference between me going onto YouTube, for example, and looking for 20-minute workouts for a 40-something person who's got a busy life, whatever, and I find this guy, but this guy is usually super ripped, okay, and makes you feel really terrible about yourself because,
Right.
So is there a difference between me in my personal capacity going onto YouTube, finding all these videos and following that guy's advice in the video, and actual personal one-on-one training with a program with help from someone like you?
So I see conditioning programs and gymming programs as a roadmap. All right, if you just go to the gym and you just do whatever, then that's the same as you just getting in your car and driving for the fun of it. Now it's fun to drive, but when you have a goal, that's the roadmap. So if you go onto YouTube and you just want a quick, nice session, that's perfect. I don't know if it's goal based. So whoever wrote the program and whatever you do on the program will depend on what it was for. Was it for fitness? Was it for toning? Was it for muscle build? But usually, I believe when you go to a person like a trainer or bio, there has to be a roadmap, and there has to be constant pit stops, like garages, like pit stops, where you reassess and see, am I on the right direction or not? If your trainer does not specifically reassess you on a constant basis, then
There's a problem.
There's no direction. And there's just income.
And stagnant. It stagnates.
You stagnate, yeah.
We would love to actually film what's going on here, but we can't really, right, Sean?
Well, it's still
because it's muddy.
It's a lot of mud. But people are free to come and have a look here, but the opening will be a wow factor.
Yeah.
So our marketing on social media, everyone wants to know
what's happening,
how's it looking, and I'm just putting in snippets. I want people to gossip. I want people to understand that this is different, totally different than what they are used to in Tzaneen.
How will the membership work? For example, is it going to be I suppose it's stock standard membership, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to fill in a form and we can do it like a monthly debit order?
Yes.
Or can I say, listen, I'm a sales rep and I'm in Tzaneen like my neighbor where I stay. My neighbor is in Tzaneen for 2 months and then he's out of the country for 4 months and then he's back again for 2 months. And okay, so will it be possible then for me to say, listen, I want to pay for 2 months because this is my situation. And then I pay upfront for 2 months. I do my training and then I come back, I can pay again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exactly like it's catering again for the community, so reps that sleep over at Fairview or wherever they want to, they can drop in, pay a day fee, a week fee, a month fee, a 2-month fee. For the residents of Tzaneen, they can pay a debit order, and we have different packages that we will release very soon. So a big variety of choice, family packages, group packages, corporate packages. So we have a lot of interesting things happening.
I was going to get to that point also. So say, for instance, I just want to do spinning. Can I come and do just the spinning and then pay for just the spinning? Or can I also just say, listen, I'm not interested in anything else. I want only to come and practice my golf and do boot camp.
Yeah, that is. So the Swing Lab develops independently from the FitLab, from the gym, but it is included into our premium price. So if you are a premium member, which includes gym, spin, and boot camp, you get discounts from all the companies inside Fairview.
Okay.
But if you only want to spin, you like spinning, you don't like gymming or anything else, we have a package for you. If you are a boot camper, package for you. If you are like a lot of my friends and members that do boot camp and spinning, there's a package for you.
So closer to the time, we're going to have all the details, the time and all that stuff. And we might have a walkthrough once it's done.
Yes.
But not now.
Well,
because we're going to slip and slide.
we're gonna slip and slide a little bit. So we are aiming at opening the Spin Lab, which is our spinning section, and the boot camp starting Feb. just to get some of the spinners and boot campers going. I don't want them to stop, but the gym will be opening the 2nd of March, if God willing.
If the rain stops.
If the rain stops and I can get my parkings built up, and then definitely we'll have a walkthrough just to show the community.
And it's safe here.
It's very safe.
I mean, it's Fairview. And the bonus is, if you as a family come and you do your whatever you decide to do together, afterwards you can go have a chow.
Yeah, so part of the amazing thing is in the middle of the gym, between the FitLab and the swing lab, is our office block. So the office block is where I, as a biokineticist and the manager of the gym, will operate from. And then I aim to get a chiropractor and a physiotherapist in here as well, to have a total package again for rehab, like we just discussed. But then we have the Forum Grab and Go, which is our coffee takeaway restaurant. So people can come and sit here, have a nice coffee, have a nice healthy grab and go. But if families want to order meals at night, they are more than welcome to select from our selective range that Fairview has opened up for us to have meals, to order lunches or suppers.
You have a practice. You're a practicing biokinetist. Okay. So you've got patients. You've had patients since I've known you.
Yeah.
And you still have those patients. It's just going to be in a different spot.
Yeah. So I finally decided to move, change the venue. You know, me as a bio conditioning specialist, I've evolved. I've changed. My views have changed, and the way I want to treat the community has changed. So I have changed my venue to Fairview to be closer to my gym. And then I'm still treating all the same patients, my chronic patients, my special population patients, and then hopefully my orthopedic patients with more dignity and calmness.
You're still going to use the local schools' facilities to train athletes. You're not going to train them just here. I mean, you are still going to, nothing's changed, right? Except your venue.
Yeah, so I'm not running away yet.
Pardon the pun.
I am going to still help Ben Forster's children at Ben Forster, and I am still helping Stanford's children at Stanford. I'm helping a lot of primary schools, and Ben Forster has opened up their fields for me to train the amounts of primary school kids at Ben Forster, which is more central, which is good. So it's good marketing for the school, and it's a good place because they know me there and the coaches know me there. So still involved with Ben Forster with their sporting conditioning and athletics training, but that's where the bus stops.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Cornell, for a very insightful talk. I hope this puts all of the rumors at rest or creates more rumors, whichever one is good for us. So good luck and well done.
Thank you.
Can't wait to be here when it opens.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Thanks, Cornell.
Thanks, Joe.